Welcome to the June 17, 2024 graduation ceremony for the United States Naval Community College. We begin our ceremony with the national anthem. I'm Dr. Scott Ham, Professor of Modern Naval History at the USNCC, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Randy Cosentino, President of the USNCC. The USNCC is designed to serve enlisted sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen in providing access and opportunity to earn military-relevant education. Prior to joining USNCC, Dr. Cosentino served as Chief Academic Officer at Guild Education, where she was responsible for academic partnerships and operations, as well as student success and coaching. She earned her doctorate in higher education from the University of Pennsylvania.
Greetings to our USNCC graduates and guests. On behalf of the U.S. Naval Community College, I'm both honored and excited by this moment in which we have gathered to congratulate each of you and celebrate your tremendous achievement. Completion of the Naval Studies program marks a significant milestone, and I sincerely hope it's the first of many more in your lives and careers. Through the Naval Studies Certificate, you've gained fundamental operational and historical context, benefited from a unique multi-rank cohort and learning environment, and built essential critical thinking, writing, and intellectual skills. Regardless of the current stage of your career, right now you are poised to serve as a more integral part of the enduring tradition of elevating the Naval Service's mission. You've also fulfilled an important pledge to yourself by setting and meeting this personal and professional goal. To our newer service members, you should be inspired by the fact that even greater experiences and growth await you as you continue toward your promising future in the United States Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. And to our service members who are well into their careers, your participation delivers incredible potential as well. As said by the Secretary of the Navy, Carlos del Toro, it is important for us to establish a culture of warfighting excellence and to establish the combat readiness that we need. More than ever, this includes engagement, mentorship, teamwork, and leading by example across the entire force. An adaptable and unified naval service is integral to the security of our nation in the ever-changing maritime environment today and moving forward. As our leaders continue to remind us, the battlefield of tomorrow will be more complex and difficult than anything we have ever faced. Education is the great enabler, ensuring that our people are fully prepared to navigate the spectrum of possible threats and opportunities. Your role as an emerging or current enlisted leader within our naval forces, fueled by education, training, hard work, and commitment, is a key ingredient of operational success. Thank you for supporting this broader purpose through your involvement with our new institution. Many of you are rapidly progressing in our 2-year degree programs, with some having already met the requirements, which is fantastic. I strongly encourage all of you to continue advancing your education through our naval-relevant associate degrees and certificates, as well as the guaranteed bachelor's degree pathways in our programs. USNCC offers numerous flexible ways to foster your lifelong learning journey and further strengthen your on-the-job competencies. As you carry on with exploring the open waters, aided by skills and knowledge you have honed here, remember the vital foundation that you have set and let it guide you. Share your knowledge, take care of your colleagues, align your resources to support one another, and steer toward every destination as a team. And most importantly, always apply the lessons you've learned to ensure that your investment in education will provide the highest return to you, the service, and the nation. In closing, I want to commend our graduates once again on this wonderful accomplishment. Together, we will ensure the defense and protection of the United States through enhanced operational readiness, advanced warfighting advantage, and innovative enlisted leadership. As our USNCC motto says, victory in education.
Thank you, Dr. Cosentino. We will now hear from Petty Officer First Class Thomas Van Deventer, United States Navy, a graduating student of the Naval Studies Certificate program.
Greetings. I'm Aviation Electronics Technician, Petty Officer First Class Thomas Van Deventer. Today I would like to congratulate this year's graduates of the United States Naval Community College Naval Studies Certificate program. I'm extremely honored and proud at what we have achieved over this past year. Today we celebrate the fruits of that labor and commitment. This course allowed us to greatly expand our knowledge of what it means to be part of the naval services through 5 specifically tailored modules. Through these modules, we learned how morals and ethics are critical in our military service and as leaders. We learned about the events, technologies, and significant people that have influenced the evolution of the naval services. We learned about the organizational design of the naval forces and the operational concepts that each service works to follow. We learned about the structure of the U.S. government and the role of the military within it to better understand the importance of civil-military relations. Lastly, we learned how the U.S. functions in the international community and the effects that foreign politics have had in the history of the world to modern times. The layout of each module allowed each student to learn material at a flexible pace, which promoted the best learning environment for each person to absorb and apply what they have learned. Weekly discussion posts allowed for open and intelligent discussion between peers, resulting in a variety of perspectives and insights. Larger assignments challenged us to study topics derived from historical and real-world events through thorough examination and research. Together, these courses have significantly expanded our knowledge that we can take into our role as professionals and leaders today. However, none of that would have been possible had it not been for the unwavering commitment to see this project through. We gave up precious time with our family, friends, interests, and perhaps even some sleep to see this venture. Because of that sacrifice, we are now more informed and knowledgeable leaders than we were yesterday, and therein lies the prize. Our nation needs people like us now more than ever that have taken upon themselves to expand their knowledge and understanding to be the next generation of leaders to uphold and influence the values we use to defend this great nation. This certificate is proof of that, so be proud of it. With that said, we can never stop learning. The more we learn, the more we grow as a people and as leaders. Despite the rapidly changing environment we live and serve in today, we must challenge ourselves to stay informed and knowledgeable in order to operate at our best. If you have an opportunity to learn something, take it. Inspire and encourage those around you to do so as well. I am thankful for the opportunity that I've had to interact with this course. Special thanks to the families, friends, and commands that have supported us through this program. I want to thank the USNCC staff and faculty that have taken the time to educate and lead us through these courses of instruction, providing honest and endearing feedback to each and every one of us. Finally, I want to thank you, my fellow classmates, for making this an invaluable experience. It has been a long journey, but we've made it. Bravo Zulu to this year's USNCC Naval Studies Certificate Program graduates. Thank you for your time, and never stop learning.
Thank you, Petty Officer. Our next speaker is Command Master Chief Jordan Rosado. He assumed the duties as a USNCC Senior Enlisted Leader in September 2023. His previous command assignments include Chief of the Boat for the USS Rhode Island and USS Georgia, and Command Master Chief of Submarine Squadron 20, Submarine Group 8, US 6th Fleet, and USS Mount Whitney. He holds associate degrees in Applied Marine Engineering and Human Resources Management.
Fellow service members, I'm honored to be here today as a leader and a peer to commend and congratulate you for successfully welding the joints between higher education and your military career. Education is the foundation of effective service and I have experienced this firsthand because I've been in your shoes. I know the full scope of how new knowledge and skills can transform our professionalism, mindset, and power to fully contribute. In turn, this enhanced purpose always leads to limitless benefit and potential, not only for me as a sailor, warfighter in person, but ultimately for our nation's most critical missions. This is the beginning of your own journey that will open real and symbolic doors. For example, beyond my associate and bachelor's degrees, I was able to continue to enhance my education and experience other amazing learning opportunities by attending other institutions and courses like the Naval Senior Leader Seminar at the Naval Postgraduate School, the Senior Enlisted Academy, the Naval Leadership and Ethics Center, the CSEL Executive Leadership Symposium, and the Baltic Defense College in Tartu, Estonia. And believe me, I won't stop there. I share this so you will know that if I can do it, so can any and all of you. It doesn't matter who you are or even where you're from. Every place you go and every problem you encounter is a valuable chance to improve. Retired General Colin Powell once said, "There is no secret to success. It is result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." And I say that failure isn't the point here. It's the learning part that is important. Our current service leaders continue to emphasize that the most well-trained, well-educated military force is the one most capable of overcoming the complex challenges of modern warfare. Education equips our personnel with the ingenuity, wisdom, and fortitude necessary to adapt to constantly evolving threats. It also makes our adversaries more resilient and effective in their own schemes. In order to outthink, outwit, outfight these adversaries, we must strive to unlearn them every single day. I am so excited for each of you. You have the flexibility and access to so many more tools than many of us had in the past. Your successful pursuit of higher education reaffirms the values synonymous with the naval services: dedication, discipline, integrity, and commitment. I am confident that you and the rest of our service members will truly carry the water moving forward. Our Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard will be even more dominant across the world with you at the helm, applying your leadership, expertise, and passion. We are recognizing you today because this certificate demonstrates that you have sharpened the critical thinking, problem solving, and decision-making abilities that are vital in our warfighting domain. Now, I'll encourage you to not end your voyage there. Continue the pursuit, share what you have learned, and encourage others to invest in themselves and their service through education. My hope for all of you is that education paves the way to a future full of continued excellence, achievement, and victory, as you are the protector of our seas, skies, and shores. Again, congratulations, and thank you so much for your devoted service. God bless you all.
The Naval Studies Certificate program offered by USNCC is a 5-course, 15-credit sequence that builds professionalism, pride in service, and leadership skills that supplement existing Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard training in order to achieve the mission of the USNCC. As Professor of Modern Naval History here at the USNCC, it gives me great pleasure to award the Naval Studies Certificate to the following individuals: Sergeant Major Robert Alvarez, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer First Class Roger Bickle, Jr., United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Jack Brown, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Zachary Burgett, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Miguel Carrion Torres, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Second Class Kyle Costo, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Kirk Cogswell, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Mason Crary, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Second Class Andre Dacus, United States Navy. Chief Petty Officer Deandra Dalton, United States Navy Reserve. Petty Officer First Class Brian Dennis, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer First Class Kevin Dory Jr., United States Navy Reserve. Petty Officer First Class Gregory Durham, United States Navy Reserve. Petty Officer First Class Patrick Frazier, United States Navy. Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Gary, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Second Class Heaven Gonzalez, United States Navy. Master Gunnery Sergeant Joshua Gonzalez, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer First Class Chance Granado, United States Navy. Staff Sergeant Joseph Harding, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer First Class Brian Homan, United States Navy Reserve. Chief Petty Officer Ronald Isaacs, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Violet Jones, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Avalon Jutras Santanastasi, United States Navy. First Sergeant Paul Krakowski, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Second Class Jacob Lighton, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Second Class Summer Loeb, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Jonathan Maldonado, United States Navy. Logistics Specialist Third Class Robina Matthews, United States Navy. Petty Officer Third Class Clarissa Mayer, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Christopher McClanahan, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Alex McCurry, United States Navy. Chief Petty Officer John Minor, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Mariah Mora, United States Navy. Chief Petty Officer Terry Morphus, United States Navy. Senior Chief Petty Officer Christopher Musial, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Second Class Esther O, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Carson Palkowitz, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Second Class Nico Puralewski, United States Navy. Staff Sergeant Christopher Reed, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer First Class Jeffrey Reyna, United States Navy. Chief Utilityman Mylene Rodriguez, United States Navy Reserve. Master Sergeant Ryan Rohr, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Second Class Lorenzo Rojas, United States Navy. Cryptologic Technician Collection Third Class Benjamin Rowe, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Corey Ruiz, United States Coast Guard. Petty Officer Third Class Tiffany Savoy, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Corey Schrade, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Ian Stinton, United States Navy. Chief Petty Officer Stephen Unheim, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Thomas Vandevanter, United States Navy Reserve. Corporal Joseph Vasquez, United States Marine Corps. Chief Petty Officer Alec Wiles, United States Navy. Corporal Madison Zanke, United States Marine Corps. Congratulations and Bravo Zulu, graduates.